Alrighty, let's talk about this. The Battlefield 2042 beta was announced yesterday. This is a much anticipated beta. A lot of people have been talking about this. The one thing that a lot of people have been anticipating, especially for myself. I want Battlefield 2042 to be good. I want this beta to be able to deliver an experience that a lot of people are just getting excited about. We want to see some good competition when it comes to the first-person genre of video games. We had the Vanguard beta, we had the Halo Infinite beta. Now we're getting our chance to play 2042 and exactly what this game has to offer. Now, that's not saying I don't have concerns. I do have concerns. We're going to be talking about that today. I want to talk about some of the concerns I'm seeing when it comes to crossplay. Apparently, crossplay and parties is not going to be a thing for this beta. Supposedly, it's going to be there for launch, but for some reason, it's not going to be in this beta. That's a concern. They're already bumping up microtransactions. They're already saying, hey, you know what? We're going to have some great microtransactions in this game. That makes me a little concerned, at least from when it comes to game quality. We've seen in the past when it comes to Call of Duty franchises, has a crap load of microtransactions, but the game quality is not there whatsoever. So I want to get into my concerns, especially with the delay. Not only the delay of this beta, but also the delay of the game. I want to talk about that, but also too, I want to let you guys know, to be positive about it, I want to talk about exactly what this beta so far is offering when it comes to information about how the leveling up system works, how the XP works, and how actually playing the objective is going to be earning you more XP than just regular kills. So let's get into all of this. So let's first talk about exactly what's going on. Next week, the 8th and 9th is going to be the open beta. So if you have not pre-ordered this game, you're going to be able to play on the 8th and 9th of October. Early access starts on the 6th and 7th for people that have already pre-ordered this game. Now, I'm going to just say this right now. I have not pre-ordered I've not pre-ordered the Battlefield 2042 game. I haven't pre-ordered the Halo Infinite game. I'm not getting Vanguard, but I'm just going to say this right now. Look, we don't exactly know what this game has to offer. We don't know what Battlefield 2042 has in store for us as players. We're getting our chance finally next week to see exactly how this game plays, what it's going to be offering. Look, there was already a delay. There was already a delay in the game. Now, that's not saying it's not a bad thing for a delay. It's not. Look, I think a lot of people were saying, you know what, the game's not ready. Maybe DICE and EA are just taking a little bit more time to do a little bit more polish, get it ready for the game's release. I believe it's on November 11th now, instead of in October when the game was supposedly first gonna launch. It's gonna be bumped up to November. Now, with this beta being actually pushed back as well, it's definitely one thing that a lot of people are just sitting going, okay, so what was being worked on? EA and DICE, at least when it comes to exactly the reasons why the game was pushed back, is we don't know. We don't actually know exactly what was going on, what was being fixed, what was being worked on, what type of issues was Battlefield 2042 facing for the delay. Now, again, like I said, I'm not against the delay. At least when it comes to like the Call of Duty Vanguard game, I think that game could use a delay. I really think that game could use a delay with a lot of different issues with that game. But you know what? Activision's like, F it, just push it out there. We want to make billions of dollars. I'm looking at Battlefield 2042 and DICE and EA going, you know what? At least they're holding off a little bit to selfly make some type of changes that they need for the game's full release. Now, let's get into this beta. Now, the beta, again, like I said, just like the full game, it's getting delayed. However, there are concerns at least from what they're saying that this beta's not going to offer, which is kind of limited. You know, this is the funny thing too about it, is that when it comes to the crossplay thing and the crossplay being enabled in the game, but when it comes to this beta, you're not going to be able to party up with players. Say you're playing on Xbox and you have a friend on PC. You're not going to be able to party up with them in the crossplay. However, you're going to be playing against people in-game that are on crossplay. It's very strange. It's very weird on how this is going to be working out. Now, the one thing that I actually have a question about is that for the longest time, we've talked about bots being in Battlefield 2042. Is this beta going to be putting bots in lobbies to see exactly how that works out? No idea. Again, that goes into my another concern, is that we don't know what game modes, what weapons, what equipment, what this and that. We don't know exactly what this beta is going to be offering for players. Now, again, it's going to be coming out next week. There's going to be a lot of time before, you know, from me making this video to the beta's release, there's going to be a little bit of time. So hopefully they push out some information of exactly what this beta has to offer. However, I do have questions, and for some reason EA and DICE is just not letting that information out. Yes, they've announced the beta. Yes, they've said this is early access, this is open beta. Hey, crossplay is not going to be enabled for parties, but they're going to be allowed for the other game. Okay, so what else? What else is this game going to be offering when it comes to the beta and me being able to try it out? And also, too, this is the one thing, too, when it comes to pre-orders, and I wanted to talk about this when it comes to the early access stuff. Look, we don't know what this game has to offer. We don't know if it's good. We don't know if it's bad. If you are somebody that is pre-ordering this game, I'm just a little nervous about it because, again, we don't know what's going on with this game. When it comes to errors within Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 with the laundry list of issues that those games had at launch, I'm not, it's not too far-fetched that Battlefield 2042 is not going to have those same issues. That's why I'm not really pre-ordering. I'm wanting to see exactly what everybody else is thinking before I make that jump and make that purchase. Now, Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, beloved, they made fixes to the issues that those games had at launch, but again, it's just one of those things that currently, at the launch of this game, that's one of those things that has me really concerned. Last thing I want to talk about is this. Man, oh man. One of the things I hate the most when it comes to Call of Duty is the bumping up of microtransactions and skins and all this BS. Look, it's not bad. Skins and microtransactions are not bad. However, when it comes to cosmetic items that are going to be in this game, I want to make sure the game is good first. Game is good first. Cosmetic microtransactions come second. If the game sucks, example of Vanguard, if the gameplay sucks, but oh my god, Activision's gonna shove every microtransaction down somebody's throat, I just don't know what's going on when it comes to the fun factor of these games. I want Battlefield 2042 to be good first, and the cosmetic microtransactions, whatever they want to do later on, that's good. Make the game fun, then do that stuff. I'm nervous to know that they're already trying to push this out saying, hey, we got great microtransactions, but we don't know a goddamn thing about when it comes to the game, what the beta and the full game has to offer. So anyway, that's just some of my concerns. So let's talk about this when it comes to exactly what the progression system is going to be like when it comes to Battlefield 2042. Now, we know that bots are going to be in this game. We know exactly when it comes to conquest and stuff like that, how many players are wanting to be putting into the game when it comes to, I think, 128 players with this game. I think there's one thing a lot of people were wondering, you know, how does leveling work out? How does unlocking equipment work? How does team play work in this game? And that's one of the things that, at least when it comes to Bravo Intel, as well as to Battlefield Battlefield Bulletin has actually put out. So this is the one thing from Battlefield or Bravo Intel has actually put out. So earning XP, our design approach for earning XP in Battlefield 2042 is to reward the most XP to players who play the objective and stick with their teams and squad until the match ends, followed by the further various actions such as kills, assists, other support actions. On top of that, ribbons are the great way to earn XP. We've excited that we are back to the new way of Battlefield 2042. Ribbons are earned by completing different gameplay objectives and having up to 3 tiers, which each will grant a greater XP reward. The more progress you make on a specific ribbon, the more XP you'll earn at the end of the round. Here's a few examples of the ribbon: objective ribbon, wingman ribbon, logistics, intel, combat. You can read right there: play the objective, support teammates, heal, resupply others, or repair vehicles, and then score kills at the very end. So this is exactly what they're saying. So we do at least have an idea of how XP is going to be working. How does that work when it comes to leveling up your characters, earning new abilities, earning different attachments? That's very limited on exactly what that info and how that's going to be working out. But here's an example, a work in progress, at least from what this is showing, for ribbons and Battlefield 2042. Now, the Battlefield Bulletin did expand on this just a little bit. With every new level comes new rewards, weapons, gadgets, cosmetics, more. When first starting your journey, you'll have access to a variety of sets of specialists, weapons, vehicles, and gadgets. So again, this is telling you how the XP is going to be working in the game. It does not say exactly how things are going to be unlocked. Is it going to be unlocked through, you leveling, your support, heals, recon, engineer, and stuff like that? Is that how it's going to be working out when it comes to new abilities? What way is it going to be working out when it comes to unlocking attachments to weapons? If it's similar to other Battlefield games, I don't think people are going to be having an issue whatsoever. You just use a gun more often and unlocks more attachments. You use, support or heals. The more often, the more XP you build up, the more, stuff like that you unlock with that, with those classes, stuff like that. It's just, again, with the lack of communication, we are getting some things. Like, don't get me wrong, we are getting some things when it comes to bots, how big the lobbies are going to be, how XP is going to be working. Again, it's very odd to see that the Battlefield community, a lot of people were pushing out there trying to get more info, more intel about exactly what the beta is when the beta is going to be, what the beta has to offer, what does the full game have to offer at launch, and what have been some of the issues that the game has been facing throughout these few days, throughout these few weeks when it comes to this delay. Again, we don't know. EA and DICE have not talked about anything when it comes to what were the reasons for these delays. So look, at the end of the day, I want this beta to be good. I look forward to this beta. I cannot wait to play it when it comes to open access, but I have my concerns about exactly where this game franchise is going to be going when it comes to putting the gameplay and fun factor of the game first, and then cosmetic items, microtransactions second. Look, in the past, when it comes to microtransactions, they've been very limited, at least when it comes to the Battlefield franchise, not to compare to the Activision Call of Duty franchise and stuff like that. But I don't want them to go down that route. I don't want EA and DICE to go down that route that Activision has when it comes to cosmetic items and microtransactions, and Activision pretty much is saying, you know what, that is superior to, you know, is the game fun or not? We want to make money. Now, don't get me wrong, EA and DICE, EA for sure is going to be wanting to make money off of this thing, but I'm hoping that DICE is putting forward saying, look, we want to make sure our game is fun and is a straight competitor for other first-person shooter games out there this year. Hopefully the beta is fun. I look forward to it, but I just have my concerns about exactly what's going on with this game this year. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think about the info coming out about this beta coming out next week? And what are your concerns, or what are you guys excited about when it comes to the full launch of this game on November 11th? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please have a great rest of the day. Look forward to talking to you guys all next time.